Good to
Good.
see you
Happy New Year.
here.
Thank you. How are you today?
I am doing really good so far. So far, we're looking at a pretty busy morning, a busy weekend, and yeah, we're definitely kicking off with the new year. Right.
So, how was your 2025, the year? Did you have a lot of projects as actor or fight choreographer?
So yeah, I was gonna say, so my 2025. I mean, first off, it was just a great year, honestly. Definitely one of those years that after you've had a couple of hard ones, or you probably went through some difficult times and stuff. Like just 2025, it was just absolutely amazing. Honestly, I have no complaints about it whatsoever. And yeah, it was definitely a year just full of opportunity. On top of that, too, like some projects that I had done had finally released that I had done like about a year prior, and
Mhm.
so now I'm getting some recognition for for those the work that I've done on those projects. Now they're released, people can watch them now,
Good.
and on top of that too, yeah, just I've been collaborating with other people, especially like towards the end of the year. Yeah, I've gotten some roles as a stunt performer, um, an actor, as a fight choreographer, and yeah, recently, or yeah, I should say towards the end of the year, um, we ended up I ended up doing a project called Erasure, which was for the Optics Film Festival, like the Vertical Challenge,
Yeah,
and yeah, we ended up winning the grand prize. You know,
congratulations.
yeah,
That's
yeah. So that was
fantastic.
really awesome. And then now, yeah, now that's another film that's actually making its rounds in current festivals. I literally just got an update yesterday that it's now going to be in like the Vertical Shorts Festival.
Mhm.
So it's making its rounds, and yeah, I've gotten so far now, like now I
That's
can,
good.
and like, even before was a little because um, ever since particularly that short, finally released. I've definitely been getting a lot of calls, especially not just as a performer, but even as a fight coordinator for those
Great.
projects, for that project uh, as well. And so yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I'm honestly, like I said, just super grateful for 2025.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
what are your
what
goals?
we
Yes?
finally talked. We talked in 2025, and that was a great conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
absolutely.
yes,
Again, thank you for
yes.
that.
It was definitely a good, yeah. I
Yeah, that was a
was looking forward talking to you again, so
mm-hmm,
thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah. So what are your goals for this year? I mean, would you like to be an actor or a fight choreographer or stunt performers? Which one would you like to do more this year?
Okay. So if I had to put it exactly in order, I mean, for me, I just want to keep on working, doing what I'm doing. My biggest goal that I mean I've had for a long time, but I definitely want to try to make happen like this year is to um, you know get rid of the day job and just solely work like as a performer, which is a super hard thing to do, and anybody who works in the
Mhm.
industry gets it. Um, and the ones who worked in the studio, who work in the studio industry, they've also been there and done that. And but a goal of mine, yeah, for sure, is to be an actor. Um, be in front of the camera, get more leading
Yeah.
roles, supporting roles, just to have just bigger roles. Um, like I also love working behind the camera, and on top of that, coordinating like fights and stuff,
Yeah.
and working with the camera crew and stuff, and just putting together just really great action. Um, so yeah, that's another goal of mine to get opportunities like that. And even I mean, that's something that I do. Look, if I can get in, and successful with that, then absolutely I will. Uh, a stepping stone type of job for me. Because I mean, sometimes I've got projects where I've gotten to work with people at first, stunt performer, and they get to meet me and get to on set and stuff, and get to know a little bit what I've done in history, and then they invite me back on another. for a bigger role. You know, so that's really off the table. And as far as other goals, like, there's just a lot. One of the last year, which is something that back into early years started off doing, was that this year what I is I don't wait for anybody to give me opportunities that I want. I want to go and create them myself. Meaning, I want to be able to start projects, short or anything like that, just for me, again, in the role, you know, yeah, you know, for people, for my work, for both in front and behind the camera. You know, because now, like, I've gotten to learn a lot about gathering a team together, all sorts of things, and yeah, that's like one of the biggest this year. And enough, Erasure is kind of a project. I was brought in for that, but I'm talking to my good friend.
Excuse me, but something is wrong with the sound, because half of the things you are saying I don't hear. I'm not sure what's the problem. Maybe you should be closer to your phone, or
maybe.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I did not
Can you hear me now?
Can
you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah.
Okay. I think I don't know, it might have been a signal thing. The TV was on here, so yeah, I turned it off.
Oh, it's much better now. So you talked about Erasure.
Yeah, so like I said, going back to creating you know, your own opportunities. Erasure, I was brought on for that project. And however, I'm good friends with Yulia. She's the director and lead star of that film, and she was also the writer. And I remember, you know, she was telling me that that she'd always wanted to do like action, like roles and stuff, and you know, it was so hard for her to get cast in those kinds of roles because, you know, sometimes like have like a certain, you know, and for her, the thing that I guess is most difficult in casting, that she's very short. I guess, you know, her being a short girl, and funny enough, like, she's very trains in martial arts and stuff, and also like action stuff in the past. Practice, she's never been able to really perform like that for a project, and so, you know, I told her that, yeah, what would happen is that it's going to take you an opportunity to create in order for people to see that light, see, okay, that doesn't matter if she's short or not. If she can perform, and if it's choreographed and the story is well written, makes sense with the choreography, then yeah, you know, people see it and they can go themselves. And funny enough, did you not? As soon as that came out, people started seeing her in that light. And I'm looking at her, so you know, and so that's just sometimes you have to create your own opportunity for people to finally see the vision that you see for yourself and help create that. You know, so that's one of the biggest things I myself. I want to be able to go page out of my own book and really apply that. Like I said, I want to be more in front, I want to act more. And again, whether it's even shorts of just me doing an acting scene or fight scene, and I would also like to act films and get it out to the festival. So that's one of my bigger goals, is to be able to create my own.
Well, the sound keeps breaking up for some reason. Maybe there's a signal problem at your end. I'm not sure, but for some reason. but I understand what you are saying. I did not hear everything because of the sound problem, but I understand.
Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully everyone else is hearing it just fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
keep writing.
yeah. The
They
sound is
keep
break.
writing that the sound has it's breaking off.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to see you more acting because when you are behind the cameras, then people will not recognize you. So you need to show your face a
For
lot
sure.
more.
Speaking of showing face, that's another thing I'm also trying to do more this year too. Like yeah, be in front of the camera and all that stuff, but also too using my voice. So
Mm.
again, that's why I want to go ahead and thank people like you and others who have also put me on podcasts and allow opportunities for us to talk and stuff. Just because I think I think people like they see like all the fighting and stuff like that. They see all the cool pictures and the poses and and then, like when I post like an acting scene, which is I guess something that's kind of rare for people to see.
Mm.
That's why I've been posting that kind of content a little bit more. Um, there's a lot of people who actually don't know what I sound like, and funny
Yeah.
enough, um, I don't know if I told this story last time that we spoke in the podcast, but I was actually just talking about it yesterday with some friends and the film that I did, Unconquered, that we talked about.
Yeah.
Um, I remember that when that film came out, and people started seeing it and stuff, and I remember the premiere for that film when we were like at the movie theater and.
Mm.
We were at the festival and everyone saw it, they loved it, and people were walking up to me and they were congratulating me, and I replied back, and they said, "Oh my God, you speak English!" And it's just like, yeah, what? Does anybody else know that I speak English? Like, I'm American, like, so yeah, that was the thing. I'm like, damn, okay, clearly I talk enough, and I think I freaking talk people's ear off.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So that's yeah, because in that movie I didn't speak not a lick of English.
Yeah. I still
Yeah.
cannot find this movie. Nowhere.
Really? It's
Yeah.
supposed it's supposed to
I
be
have
up on
my ways to find movies because living in Europe, it makes it really hard. Um,
hmm
if I cannot wait for any movie to premiere here because it takes 100 years. So,
mm.
but this movie I cannot find anywhere. I really
Well,
wanted to watch it.
what I'll do is I'll send you a private link because I have it. It's supposed to be up on the Fire Network. That's the app. I don't know maybe if in your country that app is available. As far
Yeah,
as
that's the other problem. I don't have access to many things here, so
got you. Well, no worries. I'll go ahead and I'll send you a Dropbox link and
great.
you get.
That's great. That's great because I really, really wanted to watch it. Well,
Yeah.
I did my best, but it's living in a European Union. I don't have access to too many things. But thanks to VPN, I
hmm
can I can find more movies,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No.
you are looking your new year is looking great then.
Yeah, yeah, it absolutely is. Like I said, I'm super excited for everything that's happening. There's a lot of things that are in the works now that I can't talk about just yet, but
Yeah.
just until like certain things are concrete or if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's really starting off like at a bang, and I'm just honestly just super excited, super grateful to everyone on here who supports me and in what I do, and yeah, it's because of that I get to do what I do, So um, thank you all for that.
How many times do you work out? How many times a week?
So I was gonna say, yeah, these days now since
Every
I'm getting
day?
I work out just a little bit less just to keep my recovery time
Mhm.
just ample enough. But normally I usually work out 7 days I mean, not 7 days, 6 days out of the week. I usually have like one
Wow.
day, and
Mhm.
that's just because of like my workout routine.
Yeah, but you are in a good shape, so I kind of figured that you must work out almost every day.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, on my days off, I go first thing, in the morning usually, and on the work days, I go late at night. But
Mm.
nonetheless, I make it happen. It's just again, it's like it's not just for just because of what I do and stuff like that. It's just kind of like a discipline thing, just to just kind of just to keep me
Mm.
mentally. Like, okay, this is just what I'm supposed to do. There's no options for it, and that's just kind of like how I grew up all my life. Like you have to keep training, you have to keep learning, you have to keep getting better. You have to prioritize your health, and so on. And especially, if I like to do all the things that I like to do, working out is very important to be able to do all those things. Otherwise, can't do it.
Which one is better? Working out in the morning, I mean for the body, working out in the morning or in the evening? Because I read things that they say it's much better do it in the morning than in the evening. Is there any difference?
um, so personally speaking, so if I can get it done in the morning, then absolutely, because like now I'm refreshed. After I have my morning coffee, go ahead and have like my pre-workout. Yeah, I'm a little bit more motivated in the morning to go and get
Yeah.
things done. Um, but also too, like I just find myself like, especially at night after I've worked my day job, just because at my day, um, I mean, I move a lot, but too, there are some downtime where it's just like, okay, I'm kind of sitting around and almost like doing nothing. And then there's like that spark of energy of like, okay, I want to do something, so I end up working out at night, but mainly because it fits the schedule. But there are where I find myself motivated at night, which, I guess the benefit of also working out at night, and again, this is just what I found personally, that's after I've done like a nice, like, hard session, um, I'm going back home to eat and then rest, and
Mhm.
so I'm shortly going to go to bed like right after, which is a great, time for your body to recover. And they say that, yeah, once you get more sleep, especially after a workout, that's where, muscles tend to develop and grow even faster because now you're in the recovery phase when you're asleep,
Mm.
you
Oh,
know.
I thought,
I would say it's to each his own, everyone has a different
yeah.
preference, but yeah, I tend to do both on my days off in the morning,
Mm.
on days at night.
So I guess it's not bad to do it in the evening. I thought that if you work out in the evening, then you are so fresh and energized that you cannot go to sleep. But then
uh
I think I'm
I guess,
wrong.
like if you take like pre-workout or if you take like, any kind of form of caffeine, really, then yeah, if you're someone who um what's the word that I'm looking for, I guess maybe easily affected, by
Mm.
caffeine, keep you up at night, then yeah, that would probably be bad for you. Again, everyone's biology is different. um
Mm.
Me, I think this is I'm a psychopath, just because I can literally go ahead and take pre-workout. I can go and get my workout in, but then I come back home and I can fall straight to sleep. I mean, granted, I do go pretty hard in the gym. However,
Mm.
um, I, I don't know. That's just a thing about me. Like I can literally have a whole cup of coffee, and there's a childhood joke that my mom and then like my time, uh, he said that I'm like that. I basically move them. So if I keep going and keep moving, I'll always be energized,
Mm.
just like in the commercial with the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, like he.
Well, coffee doesn't have any effect on me either. I remember when I was a bartender,
Hmm.
I went home in the around 7 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
had a cup of coffee with my mom, and then I went to sleep. And I could sleep. So I don't know, maybe some people can drink it and no effects at all.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, it definitely works for me for what I do. But yeah, I
Mm.
can go deep after that. And so yeah, no, there's like a insider jokes that I have with, like with my friends that yeah, like I said, they think I'm so fast just because like how the hell can you drink coffee like that and then like go straight to sleep? Yeah.
But I remember I lived in Texas way back, and I remember that American coffee is not strong at all. So I remember drinking coffee, um, and it wasn't strong at all.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Yeah.
if you would drink a Hungarian espresso,
Uh-huh.
then you would stay awake all night, I bet. Because
Try
it's
that.
strong.
I'll have to
Yeah.
try that. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I drink like straight black coffee, and I drink like the
Mm,
darkest, So
oh, mm.
yeah.
We had, I don't know if you remember, but you are very young. We had, back in 1995, we had a US Army base here next to my hometown in Hungary. We had US soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a base, and I was a translator there. And I was working at the dining facility, so I could drink as much coffee as I wanted, and it wasn't strong at all. So I remember that I was drinking like this big cup, and I was working sometimes at night, and I was drinking the coffee, and I did not feel anything. I wasn't more awake, but it was good. Actually, I don't like strong coffee, so.
Oh yeah, no,
But
I do.
I bet if you try the Hungarian coffee, you
Mm-hmm.
would say like, oh, it's strong.
It would probably sound wonderful, actually. Yeah, no, I'm surprised
Yeah.
for an army, for an army base, like yeah, have like like they wouldn't have like strong coffee like that because you would think like yeah, after all the soldiers, like they need to be up, especially if any of them are patrol.
Um,
Yeah.
have you ever been to Europe?
No, I have not, but that's actually a goal. Funny enough, I was talking to my girlfriend about that, and we were discussing like places to go, and
Mhm.
there's a whole long list. But for me, like I definitely to the UK, definitely would like to go to Ireland. That's like probably like one of my number one places I'd like to go to. And yeah, love to go to Italy, even France.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of places I like to go to, which is again, it's another reason why I also joined the film industry too, just because like, when you have those opportunities to be able to go ahead and film in like other great locations, you get to go ahead and visit those locations, so it's pretty nice. So I'm hoping whatever project I do next takes place out the country.
Well, we hope so too.
Yeah.
In Budapest, which is the capital city in Hungary, many many people like to film in Budapest because it's cheap. There
Mm,
are many big movies they were filming here in my country. So, and Budapest is very beautiful. So
mm.
if you have a little more space on your bucket list, then put Budapest there, and I'll be
Absolutely.
more than happy to be your guide.
Absolutely, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know, like anytime like even if I get invited to go to like somewhere new that I've never been to before, I always say yeah, definitely go ahead and sign. Even if like if it wasn't in my bucket list, it's like it's just a new place.
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh, it's funny because I was
Who
telling.
doesn't like to visit a new place, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've always said that that travel you can never waste money on travel at all. Like if you have the opportunity to go ahead and travel and you have the money to, like just absolutely just go ahead and just take that chance. Don't even think about it. Don't even think twice about it. Just go
Exactly.
for it. It'll never be a waste of money. You get to go ahead and see part of the world, get to meet people, and you know, um, and go ahead and
Have
see
all
things.
those memories. Yeah.
Yeah, on top of that, you get to see things that are outside of your own bubble, and you kind of realize too, like, in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, your world, or just what you're surrounded by is completely irrelevant. There's so much more out there, you know, and there's just a lot of exciting things to learn, a lot of rich history, rich
Oh
perspectives.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so,
lucky to get the first first time I visited London last year, and it was on my bucket list, and I was so happy to get there. And also, I had to face my fear of flying. I was
Ooh,
terrified, and now, yeah, but it turned out really good. I actually enjoyed it.
nice.
But, but
How was the flying for you?
well, I was so scared.
Mm,
My friend sat next to me, and I had her hand, and I closed my eyes when we took off, and but I recorded it with my phone, so it was
oh,
like I did not look. But after a few minutes, I looked outside, and it was amazing. Or as we went above the clouds,
hmm.
so I actually enjoyed it. I
I was
was,
beautiful once you're up in the sky and you're above the clouds and you get to see the world essentially. You know, like oh, what it looks like from like way up.
yeah,
You
I
know,
was
yeah,
just scared of the turbulence. It's very scary for me. Even a small, a slight turbulence. It's scary for me. But I cannot wait to fly again.
yeah. No, it's fun. Like I said, whenever you get the next opportunity to travel, just go for it. I remember the first time I flew, which was terrible. I mean, like it ended up being okay, but it was shortly after 9/11 here, and
Mhm.
I'm from New York, and so yeah, like everyone in New York, well, obviously we were all there when all that happened,
Mhm.
and so yeah, shortly after that, my father was taking me on a trip to go to Florida and
Mhm.
yeah, we had a flight there, and I had never flown there before, so I was like,
Mhm.
so right after all that, and then you see like what happens at night, like ooh, as a
Yeah.
kid, your imagination runs a little bit wild, and it's a little freaky at first, but then same thing. Once we were up there, once it was fine, and it was like, okay, cool. Open up the window, and then I'm like, whoa! You get see the sky and stuff, and it changes completely. I went out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I
And
just
and
now I love flying. The only thing I can't stand is the airport itself. Just the whole process, like going through
oh
TSA
yeah,
bags. I'm like, Jesus.
those waiting lines, huh? At this
Yeah, like I
security check.
do
Oh
again
yeah.
next.
Yeah, it's not
So,
comfortable waiting.
oh
In
yeah.
Hungary, when we flew to London, in Budapest, it was fine. But on the
Mm,
way back in London, the airport was full. I mean, the check-in, we have been waiting for like at least 2 hours before we actually got there and checked in. So it was, I know what you mean, but even that, I love that. I just love being there. I did not want to go home. It was
right.
beautiful. No, we were everywhere actually in London, a little bit.
Hmm.
We want to see. We had only 3 days
Okay.
to discuss. So from the morning till late night, we were walking and walking, and so everything it's possible in 3 days.
Right. Wow.
Well,
Sounds like you. I was say. It sounds like you managed to do a lot though for 3 days.
yes, yes, yes. We tried. We tried to do. We did not. We went to the tower, but we did not go in because it takes time, and we did not have time.
Right. Right.
So, but
Oh.
my friend has been there a lot of times, and she was a great tour guide.
Nice.
So she knew that what we have to see.
Hmm.
And so, but
Yeah. No,
hopefully see you in Budapest.
I definitely want to see like all the things for sure. But like particularly when it comes to like the UK or even like Ireland, I definitely want to visit like all the pubs. Like I'm very much like
Yeah.
into bars and stuff like that. And yeah, so I definitely want to do that. But particularly too, like with even places like Ireland, like I hike and also rock climb and stuff like that. And I just want to see like like the mountains and stuff. And
Ireland is beautiful. Yeah.
picture looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It is. Oh, so much to see in Ireland too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, well, thank you for being here.
No, absolutely.
And it was pleasure talking to you, and hopefully we talk again soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you will have a nice project, when you go acting and be cool.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, and hopefully, if all goes well, without saying what it is, there is this project that that again it kind of fits to the gimmick of what you like to go and talk to everybody about, and so
Yeah,
there is an indigenous take on it. So hopefully, once I do that, once it's all done, we can definitely talk about that project, and yeah, we'll circle it back.
great.
Yeah.
Before we leave, would you like to learn a Hungarian word?
Yes.
Okay. Since it's New Year, so New Year in Hungarian is új év. Új
It's New
év.
Year.
Yes, New Year. Új év.
Okay.
Hard, huh?
What we nice,
Új
nice.
év. Yes, you said it right. Új év.
Okay,
Yeah, it's correct.
nice, nice.
Yeah, so Happy New Year is boldog új évet. But it's I know it's hard, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll definitely master it by next year.
okay.
Alrighty.
Well, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and thanks again for talking to me. And can't wait to see you more on screen or behind the cameras.
Yeah, no, absolutely, for sure. Again, to everyone who is watching, yeah, continue to keep up the page. I try to keep up with like the posts as much as possible. And yeah, go ahead and see the journey. So
Good.
thank you all for coming into the chat, and yeah, keep on going.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Later.
See you later.